401k participants regret splurging on clothes and cars. Really? American workers are generally optimistic about retirement, they say, but given another chance, many would make different spending decisions on short-term pleasures, according to a survey released by Schwab Retirement Plan Services. They understood their 401k's value and the importance of saving for retirement, but their responses suggested a need for advice on meeting their financial obligations and making the most of their assets. Well, that would make sense. I mean, why not talk to somebody who has seen a lot of what could go wrong? At present, 3 main obstacles hindered participants in their efforts to save for retirement, according to the survey. One is paying for unexpected expenses.
You mean like my refrigerator last week?
Yeah. Yes, like your refrigerator. You didn't have a refrigerator fund set aside.
No, I mean, I had savings, but I wasn't planning on replacing a refrigerator.
No, of course not. So paying for unexpected expenses. Number 2, an unwillingness to sacrifice things that improve their quality of life. Unwillingness to sacrifice things.
Well, I've seen that where people come into and they get their job, and one of the first things they do is they go out and they lease an expensive car because they feel that they've made it and they need it.
And that improves the quality of their life?
They think it improves it because they're driving a really cool car right now. They can barely afford it.
Well, it improves the quality of their life for a month or two, and then you kind of it just becomes something else you own.
Or their persona is they need that car to project who they want to be.
Yeah, I can see that.
So it makes them feel better at the time, but it sure cuts down on everything else they could be doing.
Well, that it does. So an unwillingness to sacrifice things that supposedly improve their quality of life. And then paying down credit card debt was the third thing that hindered their participants in their effort to save for retirement.
Well, paying down the credit card debt is better than not paying down the credit card debt.
Yeah, see, to me, paying down credit card debt is an investment in your future.
But what they're saying is being in credit card debt is the problem. Because then you have to pay it down, pay it back, and it takes away from your ability to do other things. 2/3
of participants said they regretted past spending that could have gone toward retirement savings.
And that Angel Flight leisure suit back in the late 70s, I regret that for a lot of reasons.
We all do, Professor Plum. Things like meals out. Oh, come on.
Well, it depends on how often you go out.
Expensive clothing, new cars, and vacations. I got to take a little bit of issue with this.
Right, because you do expensive vacations.
I don't know about it. I don't do it. It just says vacations. Expensive clothing I don't do, as you can tell. It shows. Meals out. You know what? My wife and I, we've done the cooking thing. We did that while the kids were growing up. And we kind of enjoy ourselves. We don't go out every night, but a couple times a week. New cars, we don't really do that. But vacations. I have found and this goes completely against everything that I had said for the first, for
45 years of your life.
Probably. That vacation is a waste of money because you got nothing to show for it.
Oh, you got memories.
Wrong. And this is what I found out. That vacations are vital, first of all, for your well-being. The
rejuvenation of your emotional soul.
But here's the thing about this, all right? You could buy a $20,000 new car, or you could spend $15,000 or $20,000 on a beautiful vacation, have the time of your life. Okay? After a year or two, and usually it's shorter than that, that new car is just it's lost its luster. It's no longer new, and it's just something you have. It's not that big a deal to you. You don't get that same charge. I think back to a vacation I took even 4 or 5 years ago. Well, 3 years ago was the first one I took. 3 years ago. It's still fresh in my mind. It's as if I can relive it. So I still get the same thrill out of reliving that one and the one I took last year. To me,
there is a fine line between enjoying and living today, and having the money to enjoy and live in retirement. Unfortunately, I've met people that don't do anything except for save. They don't have the vacations. They don't, do the things that maybe they could do otherwise. And by the time they get to retirement, they're kind of miserable, actually. And something may happen where they can't do what they had dreamed of doing, health issues or whatever else, and now they can't do the retirement that they wanted either. But they've got plenty of money. It's a fine line, and it's something that everybody struggles with one way or another. At what point is this too much? At what point are we taking away from our ability to also retire if we live that long?
That's the thing. I mean, what could happen? You could save all your life till you're age 65, you get some bad medical news, or something else happens where at age 67 or 68 you say, I got all this money and I'm not even going to get to enjoy it.